Hello everyone and welcome back to the DEB Gen on Spooktober. In case you don't know what Spooktober is, it's pretty spooky and it's October mixed together, Spooktober. Today I'm bringing you 10 mods that pertain to spookiness slash Halloweenish type of things for Fallout. I'm really excited to do this actually. I've been waiting to do this for a while. I thought of this idea back in September. I'm just glad I get to do it now. So basically what's going to happen is this video is going to be full of 10 mods, and then there's going to be a part 2 full of 10 mods, and then a part 3 of 11 mods, equaling 31 mods. So basically, one mod for every day in October, although I'm getting this to you 11 days after October's already started or something. So here, today, I have some awesome mods that will enhance your game and add a little bit more to it so you can play, and it feels like Halloween. So without further ado, let's get into these. You can't have Halloween without a spooky mansion or a spooky house, right? So, our first mod today is the Cabot House in Sanctuary Hills by Tony1912. This mod adds a whole new area to Sanctuary. Not exactly an area, but a whole huge mansion house to Sanctuary Hills. It's right here on the map. It's pretty easy to find. Just go to Sanctuary. It's the big thing right, you'll see it immediately. If you don't, it's not working. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to go into this house and you're going to explore. It's massive and it holds a lot of things. Now there are a couple problems with this mod. It used to have a quest line, but it no longer has a quest line, and the quest line required you to do stuff in the house, meaning that all the loot is as if you're stealing it, but it doesn't matter, you can just steal it. And it's really cool to explore, so if you have the time, explore this. The mansion has a great feel to it. It feels exactly like Halloween. It's greatly detailed and it's massive. I highly recommend this mod. Please do check it out. It is fantastic. You know all of those clown sightings that have been happening in the US? Those spooky clowns that have been going around? Well, if you want to replicate that in Fallout 4, well, do I have the mod for you? I don't know why you would run and replicate it, but that's up to you. I'm just going to let you be. So, we have the Twisted Metal Sweet Tooth by WAPEDDELL. Now, this guy has been seen on my lists before. He makes amazing costume mods. In case you guys didn't know, this also comes from a game called Twisted Metal on the PS2 PlayStation. This mod comes with 5 special costumes that aren't really too different from the source material, but it comes with the Sweet Tooth default, which is just Sweet Tooth, Sweet Tooth Army costume, Sweet Tooth Black costume, and the Sweet Tooth Diamond costume. Now, there's not much of a difference in between. They really just have the pants colors, but the mod does look fantastic. The arms are a little weird. They kind of sit close to your side, and that's a little, it's whatever. When you're holding a weapon, it's fine. But when you're kind of just, standing, it's like really weird. When you equip this mod, you automatically become a little bit bigger. It's really kind of cool. I think there's a lot of detail put into this. He always puts detail into his costume mods, and I really appreciate it because they look fantastic. This also comes with a Sweet Tooth machete, and it's nothing really special. It's a machete that does super damage. And then he also comes with a double barrel shotgun, and that does nothing. It's just a double barrel shotgun. Is it like a short one? Yeah. So if you want to go around the Commonwealth dressed as a clown, I think you have the perfect suit to do it, because now you have this, and it's perfect. You even have the little flaming head, which I think is really cool. Have you ever wanted to put bones down in your settlement, but you can't really carry them, so you just you don't have bones in your settlement? Well, now you can have bones in your settlement, because you have the Craftable Bones by Spent Casing. What this does is it adds 3 human skulls to your crafting inventory, 2 Brahmin skulls, and more, covering the whole skeleton, the basic hands, arms, all that fanciness. I think this is a really overlooked mod. It's really simple, but it's really nice if you want to decorate your area. I don't know why it's so overlooked. I guess it's simple and people just don't like super simple mods, but it's really cool in my opinion. He has a really, really long, info list, and it's kind of a fun read, so if you want to read that, you can go right on ahead. There's nothing really much to say about this mod. It's just the bones taken from in-game, and you can now craft them. And basically, placing them's a little difficult, so it may take a couple tries to place the thing you're trying to place, but it all looks cool, and it works out nicely. The decorations are really appreciated. and I don't think this mod should be overlooked if you're going for a Halloween decorated sanctuary, or whatever you want to, decorate. So let's say you don't want to be a clown, or you don't want to dress up much for Halloween, so how about you just wear the ASHARA Fallout 4 Steampunk Lady by ASHARA. So basically this adds a lot of steampunk clothing, and once putting it on, I think it looks like a witch. Now, this isn't really anything to do with Halloween at all. This is a steampunk mod, and it adds a bunch of clothing items that you can all craft at the Kim station if you want to. In my opinion, this really does look like a witch, and that's why I chose this mod specifically for this showcase. The detail put into it is really nice. Now, there are a couple problems with this. The corset that you put on, I hope I'm saying that right. It makes or breaks the mod. If you don't have that on, it's basically going to clip into your body, and it's going to look weird. So you need the corset on. It comes with goggles that are night vision or not, and I think that's a really cool feature. It's interesting, to say the least. I dressed my character up a bit. I added some face paint and stuff, and it's kind of fancy for Halloween specifically. So, yes, it looks like a witch, kind of, and I think that's really cool. If you want to look like a witch, this is the perfect mod for you, and I'd recommend that you check it out. Is the weather in the Commonwealth not, fall-like enough or cool enough for you? Well, now you have the Vivid Weathers Fallout 4 Edition by MANGACLub. Now, this mod's widely known, and it's been on many showcases. I mean, probably a lot. But that does not mean I'm just gonna leave it out. It adds 110 cloud textures, which I thought was pretty interesting. New sounds to rain and such. New textures, and 75 new weathers. Now, it enhances the basic weather systems, which is what I'm showing you right here. But as the video continues, you'll see what this mod really does. It is fantastic. Right here, I was searching for another mod, and this rain popped up, and it's like a rad storm rainstorm, and it looks great. It makes Commonwealth feel and look fantastic. I love it a lot. I really do. I plan to keep this mod on forever now. It's great. And it really adds a fall feel, because it feels like fall when it's supposed to feel like fall, if you want it to feel like fall. And it definitely adds a creepy aspect to it, as you'll see later in the video when I get to a certain thingy, you'll see. So yes, I highly recommend this mod. Please do check it out if you haven't picked it up yet. It is fantastic. Are you bored of radio stations? Are you bored of hearing music? You just turn off the radio station, probably listen to your own music maybe. I know, that's what I do. Well, if you don't want to listen to music, how about you listen to The Vault of Horror Radio by RONALDOMOON. This mod is fantastic. It adds 13 horror stories to a radio station with a narrator and a commentator to the world of Fallout. Each story averages about 24 minutes, and it includes stories such as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and the Dunwich Horror. I think it's a very underrated and overlooked mod. It's not downloaded very much, but I think it definitely should be. You can just listen to stories on the go, and it's more interesting than listening to, a music station on the go. And it really adds an effect to the whole Commonwealth. So that's basically what you're going to be hearing throughout the mod. It's nothing super special, but I think it's heavily underrated, and you should definitely check it out. Is the moon not spooky enough for you? Well, if it's not spooky enough for you and you want to be privileged, how about you get the Moon Beautiful Replacement Textures for all moon phases by BOMBCHU. Basically, it enhances the moon and actually adds phases to it that you can notice while going out, into the night. I think every phase lasts about 3 days in-game, so I think that's obvious. Here I am just going to sleep and waking up and showing you the moon phases. It's kind of interesting in my opinion. It enhances your game for the moon, and I think that's really awesome. It looks really nice. I really appreciate the work that went into it. There's nothing really much here to justify why it's on this list for Halloween. But if you want a spooky moon with vivid weathers, I think it works really well, so I'd definitely check this mod out. Do you guys remember the atmosphere of BioShock if you ever played it? And how creepy it was, and how everything just came together to make a perfect game? Well, do you want to experience that in Fallout 4? Well, now you kind of can. We have the Submersible Power Armor BioShock Edition by SOVEIRGNWALRUS. We've seen him on this showcase series before. I don't remember what for, but I remember the name because it's a very odd name. If you guys remember the atmosphere from BioShock, I think you guys will like this, especially if you just loved BioShock. So basically it adds power armor that is stylized like BioShock. It looks like the Big Daddy suits that you get in BioShock 2/1. You know, you see it in BioShock. It's highly detailed, and I love it, I just really love it. It's fantastic. You can find the Rosie set as the wreck here, and you can also find other things around the place. I actually could not find the other pieces of this mod, and I felt really bad, but I needed to get this video out, so I did not have time to explore this mod fully. By the way, if you go to the lighthouse near the Rosie set, you can find another helmet and all this fancy stuff right here. The mod also adds a painting and a little rapture pod that you'll notice right next to the Rosie armor if you play the game, and it's really awesome. The armor is detailed extremely well. I love every bit of it, and the helmets look fantastic. The way the lights shines out of the helmet right here, I love it so much. It is great. There's also extra lights added to it, and so if you want to craft this power armor, you can go there, add like the red lights, the white lights, yellow lights, which is already there, but all these lights, and they work with the helmet, and it's fantastic. It looks great. I definitely recommend this mod, and although it's not that Halloweenish feel, the atmosphere is certainly there. And this is also where I show the vivid weathers more. As you can see, this is supposed to be dawn, and it's kind of rainy, and it's just part of the vivid weather 75 weathers, and it's fantastic. Another reason to pick up some vivid weathers. I seem to be really pushing this vivid weather mod, so I'm gonna push it a little bit more. We have the Vivid Weathers Silent Hill plugin by MANGACLUB. And so basically what this does is it amplifies the fog a whole hell of a lot. If you ever played Silent Hill, you know that fog is a very overwhelming feature, and it's a pretty big feature for Silent Hill, unless it's like the new games where it's like snow and blah blah. But we're gonna stick with that. If you want that in Fallout 4, this is definitely the mod for you. I couldn't really get any footage of the new fog, but I do have the regular fog that is enhanced, and it really adds a lot of layers to the fog. It adds new weather and fog effects, textures, and more. And I really do recommend this mod if you want a creepy fog type Silent Hill feel. It is fantastic. I'm not sure if you guys will hate me for this or not, but I'm just gonna add it to the list because I love it. Are you looking for a good quest mod, a good mystery for Concord, for Halloween, because you just kind of want to sit down and play a spooky, scary game, but you have Fallout 4 and you're looking for a mod to do that? Well, do I have the mod for you? This mod is called A Cannibal in Concord by T9X69. It's a great mystery quest that's not really a quest at all. It's just you go there in Concord and you can just, you know, go there and have some fun and explore this area. It's a puzzle-oriented type area, and you can uncover the mystery behind the cannibal house. I've played this game on this channel, actually. It's actually my most viewed series, my most viewed video, and I think a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this mod is great. I love this mod a lot. I wanted to add it to this because it's great. I think everyone should pick it up and play it. It's fantastic. Everything about it. I love it. And it's one of the first mods that was released for the console. I don't even know what to say. It's great. I love it. It's fantastic. And it even grew my channel. And I love that. It's fantastic. I felt that I should add it. I think it's justified. And I definitely recommend you check out this mod. And if you need help, I have a Let's Play. Self-advertising. Woo! So those are the 10 mods for this episode. I really had some fun with this. I really did. I went in, I recorded some footage. I had a lot of fun with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have 21 more mods to go. We're starting off kind of slow. Like, these mods weren't fantastic, but they are in their own right. And we're gonna get into some great mods as we get along here. Always feel free to leave mod suggestion in the bottom in the comments. I really appreciate those. By the way, if you like this video, click that like button gently. If you didn't like this video, leave a comment, tell me how I could do better. You can leave a comment saying that these aren't Halloween mods, you cheeky pleb. Woo! Disliking. You gotta put the woo in there, by the way. If you don't put the woo, I will not read it. Also, I wanted to thank you guys so much for 223 subscribers. I don't know what happened, but magic happened, and somehow it just, I don't know, it happened. So, I guess you guys are really enjoying the Resident Evil Let's Play. I stopped at part 4, and then I'm on part 12 now. I haven't edited crap, though, because I'm lazy as hell. So this is the next video after that. I really do. I really appreciate the 223 subscribers because none of you are actually just a number to me. You guys are people, and I really appreciate talking to you guys. You guys are fantastic. I'm really excited to do this little 3-part series, and if you guys want to see the Resident Evil Let's Play, it'll be released in the time span between these videos. So basically, in 3 days I'm going to release part 2, and then 3 days after that I'm going to release part 3, and between these videos should be the Resident Evil Let's Play, and a Resident Evil Let's Play might even be released on the same day as part 2 and part 3, just because I need to get those out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. You stay awesome, and I hope you have a very spooky day. Spooky. Stay awesome.